Am I the asshole for not answering the door when my ex's mom showed up at my apartment unannounced? This happened a couple of years ago, but I was talking about crazy mother-in-law stories with a friend and she thinks I was an asshole. I have sole custody of my children. My ex and his family live about a 9-hour drive from me. One day around 9 a.m., she was there knocking on my bedroom window. I peeked through the bottom of the blinds just to see a woman's sneakers, so I peek higher and make contact with my ex's mom. All I can think is WTF? The apartments where I live are not gated, so anybody can drive onto the property and just not go in buildings without a key, which means ex's mom couldn't knock on my door because she couldn't enter my building. Anyway, now that she's seen me, I change and go see why she's there. The only reason she has my address is because a few months back she asked to mail some stuff to the kids and I dumbly gave her my address. She tells me that she was in the neighborhood and I asked her why she didn't call me before arriving and she said it was a last minute decision. I let her in and she sees the kids for a bit. When she leaves, I tell her next time she needs to give me a heads up before arriving, and I'm not talking 10 minutes before. I need at least a 1 week notice. So this is where I might be the asshole. About 4 months later, she pulls the stunt again. When I hear tapping on the window, I know exactly who it is. I don't bother looking out the window and she starts calling me. After the fifth call, I answer. She tells me to open up because she wants to see the kids and I'm like, what? I'm not even home. Why didn't she tell me that she was coming? I'm a 40-foot. Hold on a second, because now I'm confused. You said you hear tapping on the window and you knew exactly who it was and that she started calling you, but you're not even home? What do you mean? You're home if you heard tapping on the window. Anyways, why she didn't tell me she was coming? I'm 45 minutes away visiting my dad with the kids. So then how the fuck did you hear tapping on the window? Like, I'm confused. She demands the dad's address and I refuse to give it to her. I tell her I have no idea when I'll be home. Yes, a complete lie. Anyways, she doesn't believe me. She thinks I'm home. Again, says it was a last minute decision and I hang up on her. I'm getting texts from my ex demanding to let his mom see the kids. I tell him what I told her and that I'm not home. Imagine my surprise when I hear the police banging on my door a few minutes later. Okay, so you lied about not being home. Okay, I was confused for a minute. I was like, bitch, like, you lied to us. Don't lie to me. Imagine my surprise when I hear the police banging on my door a few minutes later. I don't answer. I get a call from a random number, the police officer. He is there to perform a wellness check because my ex's mom hadn't heard from me in 3 days and she is extremely worried. According to him, it is illegal to not answer the door when a police officer knocks. I tell him she is lying. I just spoke to her on the phone. She showed up unannounced and I made it clear to her not to do that. And I am out with family and I don't need to come back just because she showed up unannounced. She is my ex's mom and I don't have to talk to her. After the phone call, I got a text from ex calling me an asshole and how hard would it have been to let his mom see the kids when she drove all the way there just to see them. I want to make it clear, I don't mind her visiting, and I don't mind her being around my kids, but what I can't stand is her showing up unannounced and demanding to see my kids like that. It was like she was on a weird power trip. She sounds like why are you creeping on people in their window? It ain't. How hard would it have been for his mom to call ahead of time and said, hey, are you guys home so I can come over and see my grandkids? Like, she's trying to be nosy. That's all that is. If somebody in the comments said I would have called the police first, there's someone banging on my window and I'm scared. Honestly, if it was my old apartment complex and they would have seen someone banging on the window like that, they definitely would have called the police on them. Like, you can't do stuff. It makes you look like a creeper.